Hey there, Carrie Clark here with SLP Solution and Speech and Language Kids. I'm going to show you today how to teach a child adjectives such as big, little. So we're going to do that today because today is the first day of my 30 days of therapy activities video series. So I'm going to commit to making a video every day of a new therapy activity, and we're going to put those on YouTube, the Speech and Language Kids website, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. So wherever you follow us, you'll be able to catch 30 days of videos in a row. I'm going to commit. It's been really hard over the last couple of years to continue to put out content consistently with all the lack of childcare and quarantines and snow days and all the things we've been having lately. So I'm committing 30 days of therapy activities, and today is adjectives. So I'm going to give you the 5 steps for teaching adjectives to a child. And the first step is going to be to just choose one adjective at a time. I know it can seem really easy when you're starting to say, okay, we're going to target all the adjectives, but you really have to focus down to one at a time for our children with language impairments. So for today's activity, we're going to pick big. And we are not picking big and little, we're just picking big because, again, one at a time. That's what we need to focus on. So once you've chosen one adjective to target, then step 2 is going to be to model. So for this activity, I have selected 2 items that are similar except for the size. You want them to be as similar as possible so that there's not any confusion about color or any other adjective. You want to focus on just the one you're doing. So big, not big, right? So we've got these 2. So I would sit down with the child and we could play a rolling game. So I can roll them a ball and say, big, big ball, and roll it to them. And then they roll it back. And then we get the other one and we say, not big ball, and roll it back. So we can play with the balls. And while the child is playing, then I am saying big for this one and not big for this one. Again, I'm not saying little because that's adding a second adjective that they have to learn at the same time. Focus on one at a time. Big, not big. So at first, we're just modeling. We're just saying the word for them. So that's step 2. Step 3 is having them follow directions using the concept. So I might give them both balls and say, roll me big, and have them roll me the one that's big. And then I confirm. I say, big ball. And then we roll back and forth. So you're having them follow basic directions with the concept. Then once they can do that consistently, which could take 5 minutes, could take 5 weeks. We have to be able to adapt this to the child's pace. But once they can consistently follow directions with the concept, then we're going to have them do answer yes, no questions about the concept. So I would hold up this one and say, is it big? Yes. Is it big? No. So we would work on yes, no questions, all the while we're still playing, because this is a play therapy. So we're playing with the balls. We can get different things out that are similar except for the size and do some more questions with that. But we're really focusing in on that big and answering yes, no questions. Again, this could take 5 minutes. It could take 5 weeks. But once they're consistently answering those yes, no questions, then step 5 is for them to say the word. So we're already at step 5 and they are just now saying the word big. If they say it throughout the activities by repeating us, awesome. But that's not the goal. The goal is to model, give exposure, have them use the term receptively, then we have them say what it is. So now I say, okay, here comes the ball. Which one is this? What size is it? Big. And they say big, we roll them big. And then we bring it back. And then we say, what's this one? Not big. Okay, so we're having them actually label it either by giving them prompts or waiting, giving them wait time. So saying, here it comes, and waiting for them to say big, or giving them some sort of a question like, what size is it? Or which one is this? Or what do you want? We can even have them decide. A lot of times they want the big one anyway. So those are different ways that you can get them to say it, which is step 5. So that's the 5 steps. Once you've gone through all of those steps, then they should have a pretty good mastery of that spatial concept. And then you can add in another one. So then maybe we want to add in little, and we can go back and start over. And for that one, then we can use big because we've already taught that concept. So then maybe we're working on big and little, but we're giving them those options, and you do this over and over with the different adjectives that the child needs to learn. All right, so that's our activity for today. Again, this is the first day of 30, so we're gonna do 30 days of therapy videos. Come back to our YouTube, our Facebook, our Instagram, Pinterest, any of those. It's SLP Solution on all the social media, or we're also going to be posting these on speechandlanguagekids.com, which is our other website. So you'll have access to them there as well, and we will have more videos for you tomorrow. Thanks.